21?
You stupid.
You're sitting on the couch all day, watching TV, and life's passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over, like maybe I'll subscribe tomorrow or next week. No, do it right now. You could watch the podcast before work, or you could watch it after work. You could do whatever you want to do as long as you watch the podcast. Go watch the podcast right now. I'm here to help you. You're on the phone all day anyhow. Why don't you watch a podcast that's going to help you in your future? All you got to do is scroll down and click subscribe. It's easy. Why are you making it so complicated?
No. But seriously, I can't hide it anymore. So the first 4 episodes I shot of 21 the podcast, at least one thing went wrong per episode on the production end of it, and it's like the first 3, I was able to clean it up and make it right. But the 4th episode, there was some audio issues, only because the guest I had on with me, I was super excited to see him. He's from back home, and so the audio didn't get saved because we were having a great time. But does that mean that I'm going to deprive you of all its glory? No. This is 21 the podcast, the exact way God intended it to be.
Welcome to 21 the podcast where we sit back, chat, and play blackjack. This ain't the casino though, so the rules are a little bit different. There's no surrenders, insurance, there's no splitting, doubling, and blackjack only pays 1-to-1. Each guest gets 5 chips, which means 5 points. And for one lucky viewer that puts their Venmo in the comments below, those points that the guest loses to me, the dealer, goes to cold hard cash in your Venmo account. So make sure you put your Venmo account in the comments below. Today, my guest is none other than B County legend Ray V. Right. This is one of my good friends, as well as the only tattoo artist that will touch my skin besides myself. This guy's been tattooing over 15 years, and today he's gonna put the logo on the skin. So, my name is Drew, and after this tattoo and a few brews, we're gonna play some blackjack. Let's get it going.
All right, let's get it, man.
21?
You stupid.
Ray VZ. Hey, so the only reason I have my golds in my mouth is because Ray V made me feel like, all right, we both facing the camera that direction.
Hey, these are shark teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
We're from the water, baby.
Yeah, man.
We're from the fucking water.
Already.
All right, Ray V, you say you know how to play blackjack.
You know what I'm saying? I know how to shoot a basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and cut that deck for me, please.
Already.
Ooh, okay. All right. So I'm with my boy Ray V tonight, man. Ray, first thing I want you to do, looking at this camera over here, tell the people where they can find you, bro.
You can find me in Freeport, Texas.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I'm a tattoo artist out of Freeport, Texas. My name is Ray V. Instagram is _Ray_V. And that's usually where I post all my stuff. I keep up to date with it, you know what I'm saying? Try to post daily on it. Tattoos, adventures, food places, all that stuff, man. So you can find me on the internet, you can find me on the road. Pretty much, man.
so Ray, the first question I want to ask you, and it actually kind of doesn't tie into anything we've been talking about all night,
Yeah.
but why did you join the Marines?
Man, I joined the Marines out of, I guess you would say necessity, maybe. I was 17 years old, senior in high school. I was just starting my senior year, and I found out that my girlfriend at the time was pregnant with my son. So I finished up my senior year, and I tried to work out there. You know, where we're from is an industrial town, so I tried to go out there and work in the out there doing construction and stuff, and it just wasn't working out. So I got the opportunity to talk to a recruiter, and ended up joining up. They told me, the free school for my girlfriend at the time. So I joined up. I didn't know, I had no idea. No one had no idea that 9/11 was right around the corner.
Oh, so you joined before 9/11?
Yeah, before 9/11.
Oh, shit.
I joined in, what was it? July of 2001. So I was in the middle of boot camp when 9/11. When the towers went down, we were actually learning how to use our rifle that week, which they call it like grass week.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So, by then I was in the shits, and it was like, there's no turning back. It was like, hey, this is what you signed up for. There was that maybe, there was that possibility, and you know what I'm saying? It was time to cash that check, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really what it was.
Golly.
Yeah, man.
So where exactly, because I mean, a lot of people will answer, like they have their answer like that. Where were you at on 9/11?
9/11, I was in Camp Pendleton, and like I said, we were what they call grass week. They had just handed us our rifles maybe a few weeks before that.
Gave them.
Yeah, and then they were just teaching us how to use it. Like literally, we're out there by an instructor. He was teaching us how to use it, how to aim in, how to sit down, how to get in the prone position. I mean, we're learning all the basic stuff, and the towers went down, and I mean, they shut down the camp, and they brought us in. We didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And then told us that New York City had been attacked, and they showed us very limited footage on it. And then the next day, we saw the newspaper at the Chow Hall, and like I said, it was very limited that we got to see. By the time we got out boot camp, they weren't showing it anymore on TV because they felt that it was too much for people and all that stuff, so they cut it off. So I didn't really get to see anything of what had happened till a year later. A year later, they showed it again. They were like, hey, this is what happened a year ago, don't forget, type stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I knew what had gone down, but I never actually had like footage of it, you know what I'm saying, until a year later. And it was like, oh shit. Everything y'all saw, you know what I'm saying, when it happened, I didn't get to see it until a year later, man. So, but
Right. I'm gonna stop you right there because literally this is one of the questions that I wrote down on my phone before this was on some other shit. And it's interesting that you said it like that. Like that literally blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy as fuck. Alright, look. I'm gonna burn one card. We're gonna play some fucking blackjack, alright? That's your first round. First card you get is the 8 of hearts.
Alright.
You know you're playing against me, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough position to be in unless you have a 3 of diamonds.
Look at that.
And I'm showing a jack.
Yeah. Okay. So
one of those chips are already up here. Let's pretend you already put it up here.
So we're gonna
But still actually put it up here already.
right there?
Yeah. It's 1 point of play.
Okay.
So no.
I can't double on it?
Hell no, bro.
Okay.
This ain't the casino.
All right.
It's just a hit or stay, bro.
Now go ahead.
Ooh, and a 5. Clubs. That's tough. That's 16. Showing the jack.
Oh, you hit.
Ooh. Oh man, we're dangerous. Ooh.
Man.
That sucks.
Man, bust.
That sucks really bad. Because look at this.
Man.
You could have been right there on the cusp, bro. You could have won.
Yeah.
Right there. Let's see what I would have got.
No, actually, I would have lost.
No, you would have won.
No, because that would have been yours. I would have lost.
Yeah.
So it was in the cards already, as they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. I'll take that red chip from you, Grade B. Okay. So, as you can see on my card shoe over here, it says the government is lying. I think it says something like that.
Yeah.
What does it say? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you were in the military when 9/11 happened, still in training basically. They just gave you your rifle. So how does that make you feel about the government today?
I mean, the thing is, I had a job to do, you know what I'm saying? That's what I signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the big things that I learned in the military when I was working there and doing that, it was one of the big things they always said was, you know what I'm saying, this ain't fair. This ain't a fair job.
Right.
You're here. This is not a democracy, but you're here to protect the democracy. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, what they call it, like a double standard. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have freedom, but we were there to protect our freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just different shit like that. And it was just like, we were just doing a job. But sometimes I say that and I'm like, okay, we're just doing our job. We're just doing our job. But, and not to get too deep and shit, but.
No, get deep.
But like, hey, the fucking Nazis were just doing their job. You know what I'm saying?
The fucking Nazis were just doing their job, bro.
Right?
Killing Jews.
Right? And it's like, they were just doing their job. So it's kind of what you look at it. You know what I'm saying? How you look at it. And the big thing about this, man, is that in history is violent. Right? That's all we know from history. Because history is written by the winner.
Right.
And who wins? The most violent. You know what I'm saying? So even Nazis, as nasty as they were, we were nastier. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Americans.
No, 100%.
That we beat the nastiest motherfuckers that we could paint. Think about the most nastiest, ugliest thing you could think of, and it's up there. Hitler, Nazis type shit. You know what I'm saying? That Germany type stuff. But we beat them. So that makes us nastier than them. It takes a beast to kill a beast. You know what I'm saying?
But you do know that the American people brought on a lot of Nazis as far as, space, science, everything like that as well. You know they brought those over, right?
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a Nazi uprising?
Nah, not. I don't think so.
It seems like a lot of people think that.
Yeah, nah. I mean, you saying like socialism and stuff like that, or?
Kind of. That's what people are linking Nazis to today as socialism.
Socialism and stuff. Nah, I don't see it. Not in America, because it's just like
There's
America.
No way it can happen.
Not in America, man. We just like our freedom too much, and we just like our freedom too much. You're not gonna tell us what to do, where to work, where to stand, what to eat. Hey, we're in Austin right now. What were you telling me earlier about? They just passed a law that they're letting bums be bums wherever they want to be.
No, bums can be bums wherever they want to be.
That's the ultimate freedom. You could be a bum wherever you want to be a bum at in Austin, Texas. Wow. If that ain't freedom, I don't know what is, right? You know what I'm saying?
God.
So not in America, man. I don't see it. I don't see it happening, man. Closest thing in America to socialism to me is welfare. You know what I'm saying? Lining up to get that check, or waiting that check, because nobody lines up anymore, but waiting to get that check, get that deposit. And they do tell you where you can live, what you can eat or not eat, who can live in your place, who can't live in your place. All that stuff is welfare. And to me, welfare is a way of socialism.
So you think it's turned into a hold on, Ray. Come on, we got to put one red chip up here, bro.
Let's do it.
We're literally talking like some fucking G shit, and it's going way quicker than we thought it would. You got a 7 of hearts. I ain't showing you shit because I'm the fucking dealer. Except for a Jack of Diamonds, which actually seems to be pretty good. I got a 9 of Diamonds. What you gonna do?
Stay.
Ooh. One flip and it's done. Look at the flick of the wrist. But do you think it's turning into a welfare state? Like,
I mean, I do, and I used to see it growing up in the hood, right? The welfare state, seeing the baby mothers out there, the single mothers out there, and all that stuff. Growing up in the hood, I would see it. But I mean, I think it's just it's the brush that you paint with, because growing up in the hood, I saw that, right? So it's like, I understand where you kind of be like, hey, this is what's going on, They want us to be like this, and that, which they kind of do. But I ended up becoming a entrepreneur, a self-made type person, this and that. Now I see it through that vision. You know what I'm saying? Like I can become whatever I want.
If you could pick yourself up from your own bootstraps, why can't everybody else?
Why can't everybody else, right? So you're where you're at. You know what I'm saying? I'm a tattoo artist, and there's a thing that we say in the tattoo world that you have every person has the tattoo that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't do the research, or you were lazy, or you didn't want to pay, whatever it is, you ended up with this tattoo, whether it was a good tattoo or bad tattoo, but that's the tattoo you deserve, right? So it's the same thing with life. Like you're gonna have what you deserve, what you put in. You know, man. There's a lot of lucky people out there. There's a lot of blessed people in there that don't have to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? They just get lucky. They get blessed. They have a cheat code or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
They got the Tony Hawk shit. Like they just put that LT
all that shit. Like some of us have that.
Yeah.
Some of us have to go level by level. Fucking, you know, you just have to do it the long way. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you want to get to the end, you gotta get to the race. You know what I'm saying? You want to get. There's another. You know, you want to get to the fucking promised land. You got to go over the mountain. Once you get to the top of the mountain, it's downhill from there. But you got to get to the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? You can't just.
Ray, you spitting some next fucking level shit.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey bro, I love the direction this conversation is going.
Yeah.
I have to deal you cards. I have to, only because we're fucking talking into infinity, bro. You got a 7 of clubs. Oh my gosh, and a 3 of clubs. And I'm showing the queen. Man, I haven't been showing you shit all day, boy. Ooh. Alright. Now it's looking like trouble. Got 16, bro. You gotta pull one of those chips up.
Oh shit,
it's points.
Yeah. So fucking hit me, man.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Let's do it. Man. Like,
hey man, but you had to, bro. Yeah. You had to.
One again, man.
Man, I feel bad every time.
No. You win some, you lose some, man.
Bro, but I tell you what, literally every time I've hosted this podcast, I've won. And I'm not doing anything, bro. You saw me shuffle the cards, you cut the deck.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh. Let's play one more hand, bro, just so we can have a good conversation.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Put your chip up, bro.
Bam.
10 of spades.
Starting on good.
Ooh, 5 of diamonds. Oh.
All right. You guys.
Man, I can't blame you, bro, because I was done.
Man, I've been hitting the 22 all day long.
Literally, that's all you get is
22 all night long.
Welcome to 21, the podcast, where you get 22.
They call it 21, but
yeah, but it's really 22. Man, Ray, seriously, bro, this has been, and I'm not even done recording it, this has been my favorite podcast so far.
That's good, man.
Just because I respect you to the utmost.
I appreciate that, man.
Coming from where we're from, bro, doing what we do, you have, so let me give a little backstory. Ray V did my first tattoo ever.
Yeah.
Like my first tattoo right here, AT. I'll get some fucking footage of it to add to this. But my mom whooped my ass because I got that bitch. And shortly after that, I'm gonna take my tooth out.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Enjoy your life, you know what I'm saying?
What you gotta do.
So shortly after that, I started doing tattoos as well. Ray V literally was there to answer my calls anytime I had questions. Anytime I wanted to come through and just chill. Chato. Fuck Chato, by the way. Hey, fuck Chato. Nah, fuck Chato. Chato and this bitch getting lit right now.
Yeah, boy, Chato.
But man, this is my guy, my fucking dude. Like, I really appreciate this guy for coming up to ATX from FPT, showing love, man. Anytime I got something going on, you there to be a fucking part of it, man. And I really appreciate it. Speaking of which, if I could fucking smoke a cigarette right now and look cool, bitch, I'd be the coolest motherfucker on the block right now, bro. Yeah. Like, just stunned.
With the little
with the little one, you know what I'm saying? No, but seriously, bro, I really appreciate you coming through, man. Even just the conversation we've had so far has been fucking
love, man.
Fantastic.
It's all love.
So I have to ask a weird question. What's the most recent movie that you felt has been badass?
Man, I just saw, damn, what the hell is it called?
Frozen 2.
Nah, man, I haven't even seen that.
I feel like it's got to be good.
Me and my little girl keep trying to catch it, but we keep missing it. It's Slim and Queen. Bro, that movie. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh,
I've been urged to go to the movies to see it.
I'm a movie watcher. Right?
Yeah.
Like I go to the movies by myself. Call me a weirdo or whatever.
No, bro, you're a cinephile, bro. You love fucking movies.
I go to the movies by myself. You know what I'm saying? I've been known to watch. I've been known to watch 2 movies. Like I'll watch one and sneak into the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up,
you know what I'm saying? But Queen and Slim, man, I saw that one. And I mean, I've seen a lot of movies here in the recent weeks and months and stuff, but that one, man, it was just like, you know, I saw the previews. I know what it was about.
Yeah.
Some new director, she's some chick and stuff like. You know what I'm saying? So I was expecting.
Oh, it's a female director.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, it's a female. I can't remember her name, but anyways, the movie was good, man. And it's just what's going on nowadays. You know what I'm saying? With the laws, with the cops. You know what I'm saying? With the police. You know, the abuse of power and all that stuff. You know, and it's crazy because. Man, it kind of takes me back to like, you know, again to the hood and everything, and it's like we've been getting fucked with by the laws. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing, a lot of people be like, "Well, you ain't breaking the law. You don't got to worry about it. Nah, you ain't doing that. You got to worry about it." But hey, man, I've been walking from my house to the store.
Right.
I've been driving from one house to the other and getting pulled over for no reason.
Right.
And, you know, I'm walking.
Just see who's in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking there like, "Hey, come here. What are you doing? Well, I ain't doing nothing. Stand over here. Let me frisk you. Let me do." And they say, if you ain't breaking the law, you ain't got to worry about it. So I don't got nothing to worry about. So why they fucking with me? You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you don't know it until you've been exposed to it or you experienced it, and then you feel a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying?
And then it's like, why do I have to be subjected to this type of shit? Like, if I were to tell you no, like now it's a bigger problem.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what I've learned through time is like, all right, man, you want to check me, you know, that. But when they're already out to get you, they already have a grudge. Man, you could tell them yes 1,000 times, man. They're going to push it to where they're going to want to get you to that breaking point where you're going to say no, when you're going to say that's enough, and then there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter you said yes 1,000 times. You said no one time. You said, no, I'm not taking it no more. Hey, now it's a problem. Now you're resisting. Now you're acting up. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But, man, in the movie, it just kind of, you know, that's what the movie's about, you know, the laws and them abusing their power and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, coming from the military and being deployed to Iraq and being the law out there, we're stopping cars. We're checking convoys.
Right.
We're doing checkpoints, right? We're in a war zone, right? And I ain't putting no bullets in these fools.
Yeah.
This is a foreign country that we're at war with. And I ain't putting no bullets in these fools. I'm still respecting them. I'm still, you know, I gotta do my job. I gotta check them. I gotta make sure they ain't fucking got contraband on them. Make sure they ain't doing this and that. But I ain't putting no bullets in them. None. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how come these American cops are putting bullets in American citizens? Well, we're not at war. This is not a country that's at war.
It's not a war zone.
You know, it's not a war zone. Like, I mean, it is, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're...
Well, do you think that 2020 is bringing a civil war home?
Nah.
You don't think so? If you had to guess out of the Democratic candidates, one that could beat Trump, hey, you're not making any political affiliation with this.
Yeah.
Just, do you see anybody in the Democratic candidacy that could beat Trump? With impeachment, literally, this is pre-taped.
This happened
impeachment
today, right? Today?
Yesterday, he was impeached in the House.
I really don't, like, I can't answer that really because, man, I really, like, when it comes to, like, actual politics, I really don't follow it too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's the best way to be.
Yeah, I just kind of like,
stay like that.
And look, like my brother said one time, shout out that boy got the song, fucking, he said, man, I think it was right when Trump was getting elected or some shit. He's like, man, when you think about this, you know what I'm saying? Trump getting elected. I'm like, man. I said, is he gonna change any fucking tattoo laws? He said, nah, not that I heard of. Fucking that matter with me. He was like, straight up, huh? That fool said, man, I'm about to make a status. I said, what you gonna put? He said, my brother's been tattooing since Bush Jr. and he's still tatting. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, like, it don't have nothing to do with me. Yeah, in the long run, in the big picture, it has something to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I go out there and vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So I tell my people, y'all gotta go out there and vote. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, right? Not necessarily presidential votes, but at least your community. What's going on? Like, we're from Freeport, right? Like, we're from Lake Jackson, Angleton, Brazoria County. Like, at least there. Yeah. Go out there and vote, right? Because the numbers speak. So they're like
in the small towns like that.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, who's gonna vote for me? Who's gonna vote for me? Right. Oh, these people. So let me look out for them. You know what I'm saying? Let me look out for the Mexican community because those are the ones that put in the numbers for me. And the big picture, it all goes down to the fucking, what do they call it?
The electoral college?
The electoral vote. No, that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
that shit. Man, the entire impeachment, and I'm sorry to say, bro, I'm no Trump supporter. Yeah. But the entire impeachment is a sham, bro.
Yeah. And the thing is, look, Trump is Trump.
They have nothing to go against him with. So this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna smear the shit out of his name as long as they can, and they're gonna drag on this impeachment. You saw, like, literally. Yeah. When they impeach in the House, they have to take it to the Senate. Yeah. And they're literally trying to drag that process on to where it's like, okay, it's November. Okay, we got to elect a new president. Look,
I'm going to tell you like this. Them impeaching Trump is like putting a cop on trial.
Facts!
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's a rigged jury. It's everybody's out for themselves. They see what they're fucking doing. You know what I'm saying? Goodness gracious.
When's the last time you heard of a cop going down for shooting somebody? They figured they...
Dallas, that lady that ran to that fucking...
No, but that was fucking crazy.
That was fucking crazy.
That was like...
That bitch was dumb as shit.
She was already off.
Excuse me for calling her a bitch. Look,
no. That shit was fucking weird. That shit was...
I got the alarm just going off, bro. Put your last chip up here.
Do it, man.
We're gonna play one last hand of blackjack. Ooh, and the Queen of Hearts. Man. She coming out here fucking flashy, huh? Ooh, and a 9 of clubs. Man, okay.
This might be my round.
No, and I'm showing it to the diamonds. Ooh, you're looking good. You stand. All right. And I'm showing a 6 of diamonds. So I got 8. No, I'm going to hit that. So I got 18. So you win this round. However, I still got to hit it for good conscience.
Man.
You won either way.
Hell yeah.
Take this black chip. So here's the thing, man. Ray, you don't have to stay here. You don't have to stay here and keep talking shit with me. I wish you would.
No, it's all good, man.
No, bro, but the thing is, so every episode I've done so far, there's been one thing that's gone wrong.
Yeah.
This episode I was prepared for because you know why? Ray V came from motherfucking Freeport to my motherfucking house, and it's like, bro, I'm gonna take care of this shit. Everything's gonna be all good.
Yeah.
So we had a whole 30-minute episode. So my guy tatted me up. Bro, literally, please tell the camera over here where they can find you.
Hey, you can find me on Freeport, Texas. I already said Instagram, _Ray_V. Man, you can check it out, man, all day long. You know what I mean? I'll be posting tats. Where I be at, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff, man. Hit me up if you're trying to get a tat, man. I travel, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you at, I'll go there. I ain't scared. That's what I do.
Ray ain't no bitch.
Yeah, I ain't no bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy said, you ain't scared to go over there? I said, boy, I walk the streets of Iraq, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, we might come through this bitch with an AR-15. Ain't nobody telling nothing.
We used to bet the corners in Iraq and catch like 3, 4, 5. 8 Hodges out there with AKs, man.
He can't say Hodges, bro.
Ah, man, that's what we used to call
That's no
them,
PC,
man.
bro.
That's what we used to call them. We don't call them that no more.
Hey, listen, man. Ray V might stick around for a little bit longer, but until next week, this is 21 the podcast, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's been the best shit ever. See y'all next week.
Yeah.
21.
You stupid.
I want to thank you guys again for tuning in to 21 the podcast and apologize once more, not only to you guys, but to Ray V for the audio. And understand, Ray, you have an open invitation to come to 21 the podcast at any time, and I feel like you already know that. However, everybody that's watching this, you like the podcast. Don't lie. Go ahead and scroll down, click that subscribe button, and if you're on 21thepodcast.com, scroll down a little bit further and find this amazing 15-ounce black mug with the 21 the podcast logo. Looks really great. 15 ounces because most beers are 12 ounces, so I figured it could fit anything that I needed to fit. Anyways, my name is Drew, and I'll see you guys soon on 21 the podcast.
21.
You stupid.